I know these foods are going to be a bummer. Now, me telling you not to eat them, but if you're somebody who is stressed constantly and you're tired of feeling how you feel and you want to feel differently, then these are the 3 foods that you're gonna wanna reduce. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I am Crystal Ray and I am an empowerment coach and a life balancing strategist, and I help you stress less by giving you my tips and tricks and teaching you how to live a holistically healthy lifestyle. I am so excited you are here because today I am teaching you the 3 food items that gotta go out the door if you want to reduce your stress. And if you're ready for them, those are sugar, caffeine, and alcohol. Now, before we go any further, I want to let you know I'm not saying stop having these things. That's not what I'm about. I'm about figuring out how to live a balanced lifestyle where you can fit these things in. But if you are somebody who is overly stressed, you may want to rethink them. So first and foremost, sugar. What does sugar do to our body? Well, it creates inflammation. It causes our glucose levels to rise and fall. What happens is that when your glucose levels are rising and falling, you can experience mood swings, fatigue, headaches, and increased cravings. So with your glucose levels rising and falling, that in itself is stressing your body out. And like I said, sugar is one of those things that is addicting. So when you eat a little bit of sugar, your body craves more of it, and it wants more of it. And it needs it to bring you back up, hence why you might be experiencing the 3 p.m. crash. You know, that time during the day where you're at work and you go looking for something sweet. This could be why. And one of the culprits from this could be what you're eating for breakfast. If you are eating something for breakfast like cereal, you're starting your morning off with a lot of sugar, which then might be translating later on in the day to you really craving something sweet. If you're not eating breakfast at all and you're starting with a very sugary beverage from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, well, you know there's a correlation. And if you're starting your morning with donuts, we gotta change that right now. Like, right now. Donuts for breakfast, no way, no how. I'm sorry, but that's gotta stop. And there's not many things I would tell you to stop doing, but that is definitely one of them. If you're doing that every day, yeah. You get the picture. I'm not going to keep bashing it. So what'll happen with sugar is that you might have unexplained anxiousness or shakiness when your sugar crashes, because then your stress hormones start to raise your blood sugar levels. And they're doing this to compensate for the crash. So sugar in itself is really having an impact on your body and stressing your body out, okay? And when I say sugar, I'm not talking about fruit, and I'm not talking about honey. I'm really talking about our processed sugary stuff and the sugar that's hidden in things. Like sugar is hidden in bread, it's hidden in orange juice, it's hidden in ketchup, like it is everywhere. So making sure that you're looking at a nutrition label when you're eating something is imperative. Granola, yogurt, full of sugar. So just check it out before you indulge in it, because you may be surprised you're actually eating more sugar than you realize, and the sugar is increasing your stress. The sugar could be adding to that feeling that you're having. Now, at one point, I would say stick to 25 grams of sugar a day. But if you're eating fruit, throw that out the window, okay? Just be mindful. Be mindful of how much sugar you are having, because you just gotta pay attention to how you're feeling. If you recognize that you're starting to feel too stressed, then cut it back. If you recognize that you're feeling tired, there's something else that you can do that I will share with you in another video on how to get more energy naturally. So sugar, biggest culprit right there. Second one is gonna be caffeine. And this, no surprise, but if you are somebody who is drinking more than 2 cups of coffee a day, what's going on? Okay, are you sleeping? Are you not sleeping? Like really, what is happening with the body and what is causing you to need so much coffee and so much caffeine? So caffeine can recreate stress conditions for the body, and it impacts the nervous system and the cortisol levels. So too much caffeine is actually causing more stress on the body physically, okay? Caffeine is doing this to you on a physical level. So it's creating that up and down effect in the body. And when you crash from coffee, your body craves more of it. Not just coffee, caffeine. There's caffeine in soda. You know, we're not limited to just coffee. Other things are also high in caffeine, black tea, green tea, etc. But you're having this yo-yo effect of when you're crashing, your body wants more. You get caught in a cycle. So then you have more caffeine because you're feeling how you feel, but the caffeine is also stressing out your body. It's putting you on this up and down, up and down. So I would suggest starting your morning off with a caffeinated beverage, having it earlier in the day. If you do want to have a second cup of caffeine, drink that as well earlier in the day, and be mindful of if the caffeine is impacting your sleep. If you're having a cup of coffee or of green tea or something like that at 3 or 4 o'clock and then you're not tired at the end of the night, see what happens if you were to have that second cup earlier in the day, like around noon. It should make a difference because that could be keeping you up from sleeping, and then you not being able to sleep, it all becomes another cycle, right? Everything's cyclical. So just be mindful and experiment. All of this is an experimentation because your personal body is unique to you, and what is happening for you, only your body is telling you. So you just got to tune in. You got to listen to it. You got to hear it. The third food item that is causing your body to stress out is alcohol. Yeah. So I know there's a lot of people who use alcohol as a stress reliever, especially after a long work day or at the end of a long work week. And alcohol is physically stressing your body out. What's happening with alcohol is that it's causing higher amounts of cortisol to be released and prevents the body from returning to its initial hormonal balance point. And so with alcohol, we get accustomed to the amount that we're drinking. And then what happens, we need to drink more because we now have a higher tolerance level. And so now we even need to have more and more and more. And this is causing our body to stress out, is putting us in a cycle. And so I know we're using alcohol to cope with our stress, but actually it is making your stress worse. So limit it. Limit the amount of days that you're drinking, limit the amount of alcohol that you're drinking. Let's see what happens when you make a change and if you start feeling differently and if you start to feel like you're less stressed. It should make a really big difference. And just so you know, I don't know if this is inspirational or encouraging, but I quit drinking alcohol in 2016. So it's possible. It's possible to be a fun adult and not drink, I promise. You won't miss out on much and you can still go to all the bars. And you'll always feel good the next day because you won't be hungover. But let me know in the comments which of these 3 is like the most disappointing for you and anything that was eye-opening for you. I would love to know. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And until next time, bye.